like this, or
The one you're wearing on your, around your neck?
yes, yes. Well, this is with gold, but yeah, something like that, or something like that,
Ooh, beautiful.
or a little. I have a little scallop here. So only like there are very different things possible, just
Yeah.
to show you this is the same material, the same chewing gum, well, made of it, and this is pure silver, and that's can come out of it. So we really have like let me
I think
my
there are a few good photos on. Oh, now
yeah,
we can't
just
hear that for some reason.
okay,
I'll shut
okay.
up.
I
No, no,
just
I need to stop talking. That's why. Yeah, no, we can't hear it for some reason. The
okay, then
microphone
zoom.
doesn't.
Just wanted to, that it's real metal.
I believe you. And although Zoom doesn't seem to, but Zoom has got his own nervous persona. Um, Sorry, on the sales page, you have a few photographs also of
Yeah.
finished products.
Yeah.
But the literally, if we take the two, if you maybe you can do that. Can you hold one piece, one finished piece, and one chewing gum, so I can
Yeah.
have a. um,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. Oh, absolutely. So we can go from this to that,
Yes.
and obviously symbolically.
Well, if you the fun thing is if you would just sell the material to someone who buys silver, it would be the same cost.
Mhm.
Like the worth is already in us. The worth, it's pure silver. But and that's the thing, to believe ourselves, to
Mm.
feel our worth, and that is when we get out of our heads, over through our hands into our hearts, and this is really the thing. We work with our hearts, and
Mm.
that's where we are really who we are.
Exactly. I love
Yeah.
that. So yeah, this is really and it's as we said, it's a almost 3 days retreat. This is not a let's rush this and create something and then get it done. Basically, this is a deep dive into this process for the silver and you as the silver, etc., etc. So we take time, and we also enjoy the fact that we can do that from a literal place of peace and quietness. So we can first arrive into this place
Yeah.
outside and inside of us, so that we can get into the process of creation, in on a peaceful and quieted nervous system, and then magic happens, right? And then you bring the fire, and please, not my house. The tool that you have for the fire looks a lot like something we use in kitchens in France.
Exactly. It's a crepe burner thingy, torch. It's torch. It's called torch. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, technically, I forgot to mention that if you're flying in, uh, the nearest airport is Toulouse. But we do not, in the price of this retreat, which, as you noted, is a very low price, we have not included flights, obviously, nor have we included transfers from the airport or station. We can arrange that for you, either come and get you or, arrange it in some way, shape, or form, but that would be at a cost. Also, as I said previously, alcoholic drinks are not included in neither at home nor if we go to a restaurant, because that would be more expensive. And we decided to keep really the retreat on a very low cost, so that this is not an excuse for you not to come. But it's not because it's not worth more.
Yes.
Let me just be specific about that. Now, if you have any specific questions, please reach out to either of us. If you're talking about the strict jewelry, reach out to Gisela. If you want to know more about accommodation or things like that, reach out to me. If you don't know who to reach out, pick one and I'll transmit the information. If you don't know who's in charge of this or that. And yeah, we really hope to go through this journey with a tiny group of motivated transformers.
Beautiful. Yes.
Now, yeah, do you have any other things that you think should be mentioned, or questions that you get asked regularly? I don't want to miss anything here.
It's just that we are very specific with the number of people, and if there are not enough people,
Yeah, also
will
that,
not,
absolutely.
yes, we will not.
Yeah, Gisela does come from Germany, right?
Yeah.
And to keep these costs low, we need a certain number of people, but also there are not many spots. So it's kind of, we have to find this sweet spot of it's filled enough so we can afford it. We can afford to offer those prices, but it's not too filled because we don't want this to turn into a huge classroom. So, you know, basically what we're saying is if you're in, jump in fast. And if you have a few friends, bring them with you. But not too many friends because otherwise we'll be over the top. Yeah, no, this, we didn't specify, I think, that because what you showed when you showed the finished pieces, most of them were pendants. It doesn't have to be a pendant.
It doesn't have to be, but it's the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
And to make it easy, I would prefer a pendant because with rings, for instance, the firing process needs to be very long, very intense, and to have a result that is really strong, I would go for a pendant.
Yeah. Also, if I may, a pendant you wear on your heart. So if we're talking transformational stuff, it's really, you know, it's like rings have a completely different symbolism that is very often connected to committing to someone else. Maybe a pendant is committing to you, to yourself, which I love really. I think it's really beautiful imagery. I had a whole thing about a few years back about marrying oneself. Maybe you can consider this pendant that we create for ourselves can be our token of committing to ourselves, to this transformed person that we are after. Yeah, I think we're almost done here because we have no one asking specific questions. So we're trying to cover the questions for anyone who might be interested. What else? Cancellations. If we do not have enough participants or attendees, we will cancel, in which case, obviously, if you have paid, you will be reimbursed 100%. No question asked, obviously. Otherwise, there are dates. So if you cancel for any reason, and before June the 30th, you get a refund. If it's after that, unless it's us who cancel the retreat, there is no refund possible because we need to start prepping for the retreat and, you know, buying the stuff, etc., etc.
Exactly. Yeah.
I will mention a brief thing about health. As in, you know, the COVID thing, so masks and everything. There is hopefully nothing of the sort going on in France at the moment, but you will be sharing a bedroom with somebody else. If you come with a friend, you can obviously ask to share that bedroom with that said friend or spouse or, you know, friend or special person. If you don't come with someone special, you will share with someone that you don't know